Okay, so we've got something really fascinating today, and honestly, it's pretty weird. It feels like we've intercepted a message from another dimension, you know? It's packed with all this crazy jargon, and the stakes seem cosmic. So let's try to decode this thing together and figure out what the story of the Echo Rift is all about.
And right out of the gate, it hits you with this. No preamble, no hello, just bam. All caps, breaking through to the next dimension. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know, right? This is not going to be a walk in the park. We're talking about something huge, something reality-bending.
So where did this even come from? Apparently, a source called Bib magazine. It's laid out like an official mission briefing, a report on what they're calling the Diagnostics Architects mission. Seriously, it really does feel like we're listening in on a secret transmission from a whole other universe.
Okay, check this out. We're getting what looks like a live data feed. Just imagine you're sitting at the controls, right? Zone stability, 83.7%. Okay, that's not terrible, but it's not 100%. Dimensional distortions are elevated. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. Plane parity check is synchronous, which I'm guessing is a pass. But then, you see that third line item?
92.5%. That's the energy phase shift. This is the number that just pops right off the screen. It tells you that the amount of raw power they're playing with here is just immense, almost off the charts. We're talking about something incredibly volatile, super powerful, and it seems to be the key to this whole thing.
All right, to even begin to understand what's going on, we kind of need to learn the language. This whole document is filled with these unique terms. It's like its own little dialect, a mix of hard science and, well, something else entirely. So let's break down some of the most important concepts. So first thing we need to know is reality level, or RL for short. This is basically the core idea. Think of it like levels in a video game, but for reality itself. Each level has its own set of rules, its own physics, and the whole point of this mission? It's to jump from where they are, RL-6, up into the great unknown of RL-7.
So how are they going to pull that off? With something called the mythic scientific stack. And I have to say, that is just an amazing phrase. It perfectly captures it, right? It's not just tech, it's not just magic or myth. It's a blend of both. It's like the operating system for their entire universe, and it's getting a massive system-wide update.
Let's talk gear. This Module 14 preview is basically their loadout for the mission. We've got portal tech, the TRA-6 Ionic Gatekeeper. We've got specialized field gear, the Architect's RL-7 Ensemble, an energy core called a Quantum Synchronizer, and a reality beacon. This isn't just a survival kit. This is the kind of high-tech stuff you'd need to actually function, maybe even change things in a whole new dimension.
Okay, so that brings us to the big question. Who is this diagnostics architect anyway? The file gives us a name, Dr. Melvin Sewell. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? But as you dig in, you start to find clues about another identity, someone way more mysterious.
And this just lays out the whole puzzle perfectly. On one side, you've got Dr. Melvin Sewell. He's an academic dean, founded a university, super official, by the book. And on the other side, Saiku Venga, this mythic character born between slip flow and counterflow, marked by some kind of SH1 resonance. The crazy part? It seems like they're the same guy.
And if you look elsewhere in the source, you get Psycho Venga's whole backstory, and it reads just like a comic book. Chapter 1, he pops out of a dimensional rift. Chapter 3, he gets a special vision that lets him see reality falling apart. Chapter 5, he's being hunted by these insane cosmic predators. And then, Chapter 7, the huge twist, he realizes he's the anomaly. He's the glitch the universe is trying to patch out. And it all leads up to this epic final confrontation.
So what's he up against? I mean, who is the bad guy here? Well, it's not that simple. The enemies on this list, they're not people. They're these abstract, terrifying concepts. He's not fighting an army. He's literally fighting a war against existence itself. I mean, just look at this list of threats. Counterflow mimics? Coherence predators? No-flow pockets? What does that even mean? He's not just fighting monsters, he's fighting things like systemic erosion and corrupted data. And then there's the kicker, failed versions of himself. That is chilling. It's like the entire multiverse has decided he's a bug, a virus, that has to be wiped clean.
So after all that, right? After finding out you're basically a mistake in the cosmic code, and everything is trying to delete you, this is what he has to say about it. If the multiverse wants to be gone, it can try harder. Wow. I mean, that is just pure defiance in the face of literally impossible odds.
But hold on. Just when you're completely sucked into this epic saga, the document does something unexpected. It pulls the rug out from under you.
tucked away, almost in the fine print, is this thing called the Sovereign Diagnostic Disclaimer. And it changes, well, it changes everything.
It turns out the creator, who we're pretty sure is Psycho Venga himself, is telling us straight up, this isn't real. It's not a real mission briefing. He calls it mythic infrastructure, which is basically just a fancy term for a huge world-building project. He also calls it a cinematic indictment and a sovereign broadcast. What he's really saying is that he created this whole thing, this story, to explore some really deep ideas. The whole document, it's a work of art. So, that leaves us here with a big question. What exactly did we just go through? What is the Echo Rift? Is it supposed to be a warning? Just a really cool, complex story? Or could it be something more? Like, with all this detail, maybe it's a blueprint for a totally new kind of reality, one built from both science and myth. The source doesn't spell it out for us. It just hands us the puzzle pieces and says, you figure it out.